Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. As we are aware guys, the Fed has decided to keep the rate unchanged at 5.25 to 5.5% highest in 23 years, and we were aware this was one very big reason why the price of Bitcoin was showing so much sell pressure yesterday. And now after this event, right, we have seen price of Bitcoin showing corrective move, but the next FOMC meeting is in about I think 40-45 days from now. That means how should we prepare ourselves until then? Because if we look at the price action in a different time frame using different scenarios, we are still being flashed with some very interesting move, and that is what we are going to talk in this video. But before I do that, I want you guys to do me a favor and quickly destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder to those individuals who have not claimed this free 200 USD position airdrop from Bybit, then please check the video description, because Bybit is providing around free 200 USD futures position airdrop, either Bitcoin USD position, Ethereum USD position, or Solana USD position. All the links are in the description down below. Feel free to check it out. Feel free to grab this opportunity. Now, if you look at this price action of Bitcoin here in a daily time frame, you can see guys, the price is following this bearish continuation pattern known as ascending broadening wedge. After losing the support, one of the most important line of support, the lower trend line from this ascending broadening wedge, we started forming lower highs, lower lows continuation pattern type of formation. And according to this ascending broadening wedge, the price of Bitcoin is expected to show furthermore corrective move, at least around 50,000. Right? This here would be the area where we are expecting this trend to continue. But in the medium short term, even if this here is going to play out in this manner, lower highs, lower lows continuation pattern for the medium short term, after finding support at this lower trend line, the price of Bitcoin is expected to show a rally, a relief rally again towards this upper trend line before heading towards the final price opportunity around 54,000. Why this here could be on the line? I mean, this small relief rally after the FOMC, because we know guys, parallelly I showed you that price was forming another bearish continuation known as descending triangle, and since we have also broken the lower trend line, it is clearly resulting in a corrective move. But this here could be showing us another continuation like this. I mean, price of Bitcoin here, even after breaking the support, could be showing a move like this, right? Price coming back to test the resistance before heading towards the price opportunity, because according to this descending triangular bearish continuation pattern, the price is expected to go even lower than 54,000. The price opportunity from this here, right, it is expected to go even lower. So that's why 54,000 in between that range could be our upcoming target for Bitcoin, and that is also the area where I am personally going to jump into bigger positions. And now let me show you why there could be a small relief rally here in the medium short term before we head towards the original trend direction. Beside this example, beside coming back to retest the previous temporary support line, we might be also coming back to test the resistance from this CPR indicator, our leading indicator, before showing a move like this. I mean, since this here is a VCPR, price of Bitcoin is choosing a trend direction without touching any of these three trend lines, either the top, central, or the bottom CPR line. You can see, right, there is a very high probability of price testing this line one time in this month of May before choosing an actual trend direction. So that is another reason why there is a possibility of price coming around bottom CPR line 62,000 before choosing a trend direction. So that's why even if the price looks bearish, even if the price looks like following some of the bearish continuation pattern in different time frame, but the medium short term, we are expecting some small relief rally type of formation playing out in price action of Bitcoin. And now, even according to this Williams Alligator indicator, we know during downtrend, I showed you this on my yesterday's video, during downtrend the price has resulted, right, has resulted in a relief rally, but this relief rally has always failed. You can see each and every attempt while trying to break above this Williams Alligator indicator during downtrend has failed, which has resulted in a corrective move. And if you look in our case, right, just like here, you can see just like here, we are also forming a bearish crossover. Blue line is at the top, green line is at the bottom. You can see this relief rally could be also resulting in furthermore corrective move here like this. I mean, price showing another continuation around this Williams Alligator indicator, but this Williams Alligator indicator acting as resistance, resulting in a corrective move around 54,000 before choosing an actual trend duration, because we know if we look at this price structure here using this rising trend line, I showed you this as well on my previous video. Price has always found support whenever it has tested the rising trend line. Whenever it has tested the rising trend line, you can see it has resulted in an impulsive move. So if the price in the medium short term is going to show some relief rally again around 60, 61, 62,000, we are expecting another continuation like this to happen around this rising trend line, which is again going to be around 54,000 in between that range before choosing an actual trend duration. But I personally think this bull market is not over yet. Yes, many are being very bearish, but I personally think this is just a healthy retracement, right, before continuing with this actual uptrend, because you can see in a bigger picture, if we look at this WUPS price cycle for Bitcoin, we have been following this exact move since years. I mean, each and every corrective move, each and every bullish move, according to WUPS price cycle, you can see oversold, right? This here was the oversold area. Price after breaking the previous has started with an actual impulsive move known as markup phase. And why? Because the demand was greater than the supply, which resulted in a bullish move. We formed a distribution phase. Price was overbought, resulted in a corrective move to form a new accumulation or to form a new oversold area, which resulted in a sideways movement for a few years before starting with an actual bullish move. And this bullish move happened when we broke the previous high. And why? Because again, the demand was greater than the supply. Price formed the distribution phase, right? You can see we were overbought, resulting in a corrective move. But if we look at this formation one more time, according to WUPS price cycle, this is oversold. Accumulation area after accumulation area, just like here from the past price action, price gets attracted towards the previous high. And now, since we are fighting to break out of this previous high, right, we have to be a little bit careful, but it doesn't necessarily mean the price is bearish, even if we are going to see some more shakeout on our way. I mean, if you look at the bigger picture, you can see whenever the price of Bitcoin has found itself in this oversold area, or let's say accumulation area, what has happened after that? The price has headed towards to break the previous high, and once we have found proper support, or once we have broken the previous high, the price after that has done very, very bullish, because in that case the demand is going to be greater than the supply. So that is another reason why I personally think the markup phase or this bull market has not ended yet, because in a bigger picture, this is just a temporary retracement before finding another support, before starting with another impulsive move. So that is another reason why I showed you this as well. I mean, on my previous video, I showed you pre-halving, post-halving cycle. You can see bull phase, bear phase, but when the price found itself in this expansion phase, we were clearly following the support from this rising trend line. And when the price went to the first halving, when we were finding support at this rising trend line, it resulted in a very, very bullish move. Second halving, very similar. Bull phase, bear phase, we were in this expansion phase. Price was also finding support at this rising trend line, you can see. And after this second halving, we got attracted toward this rising trend line, which resulted in a bullish move. Same thing has happened again and again. So that is another reason, even if the price starts showing another continuation here like this, right, to test the support from this rising trend line, I don't want you guys to panic, because that could be just a temporary retracement, right, before continuing with this actual markup phase. Now, even in a smaller time frame, I mean in a 4-hour time frame, I just showed you with this example, right, there might be a small relief rally program for Bitcoin before continuing with this downtrend. There might be a small relief rally according to this descending triangular bearish continuation pattern to test the previous support line. Even according to this CPI indicator, since this is a VCPI, we might be getting attracted around this area. And even according to this Williams Alligator indicator, this move here, this bearish move could be resulting in a small relief rally, price coming back to test the resistance distance from this Williams Alligator indicator before continue with this actual downtrend. So you can see if that happens, then for the medium short term, maybe this broadening wedge type of formation could be playing out. Price after finding support at this lower trend line, you can see this lower trend line has acted as support. So that could be also another reason why for the medium short term, if we could remain over this lower trend line, right, there could be some more relief rally type of formation playing out in price action of Bitcoin. I mean, a move around 62,000 before choosing an actual trend duration. So that is another reason why, if you have any doubt, I suggest you guys to simply zoom out. But beside the price action, even if you look at this Bitcoin USDT liquidation heat map from Binance in a monthly time frame, right, in a monthly time frame, you can see we have huge liquidity cluster lying around or above 68,000, almost around $1.3 billion. In a weekly, we can see this is another huge liquidity clusters around 66,000. That means another 398 million liquidation around this area, which could be attracting us. That is another reason why we are expecting some relief rally. And if you look at this in a 24-hour time frame, you can see we have liquidity clusters to the downside. So in the medium short term, maybe we could see a move like this happening here. Price showing another continuation like this, right? And slowly get attracted on this 62,000 before deciding the actual trend duration. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder, like always, to those individuals who have not claimed this free 200 USD futures position from Bybit, then I suggest you guys to check the video description, because Bybit is providing around free 200 USD futures position airdrop, either Bitcoin USD position, Ethereum USD position, or Solana USD position. All links are in the description down below. Feel free to check it out. Feel free to grab this opportunity. And by saying this, I'm signing out. Until next time, bye bye.